This is what the Patriots stood for. They stood to protect the land of the Hammons. They stood to prevent Russia from getting the uranium. They stood against Uranium 1. They stood against all the de facto government in Oregon.
Okay, so that was Laz referring to a very popular conspiracy theory among the Ammon Bundy supporters and people who support the Hammons in Oregon. And basically, the conspiracy theory says that the Hammonds are being harassed by the BLM because the BLM wants their land because it contains uranium and they want to give it to Russia and a Russian company called Uranium One. Now, this conspiracy theory, like most conspiracy theories, does have an element of truth behind it. As we can see on the BLM's own website, it is true that Uranium One, although it has changed its name, is trying to build a uranium mine in Oregon. Unfortunately, when you start to dig into the details, the conspiracy theory completely falls apart. Now, if we look up the actual location of Uranium One's proposed uranium mine, it's a couple of miles west of McDermott off the I-95. Now, the problem is that the Hammond Ranch is 100 miles northwest of the proposed location of the Uranium One uranium mine. Now, another thing that is often cited in support of the uranium conspiracy theory is this document from the United States Geological Survey, Mineral Resources of the Home Creek Wilderness Study Area, Harding County, Oregon, which explains that there are uranium deposits near the Hammond Ranch. However, if we look at the document itself, it only identifies uranium deposits in the Home Creek area wilderness, which is this, I guess, kind of kidney shaped area south of Roaring Springs Canyon. Now, back to the basic problem here. That area that has been identified as containing uranium deposits by the United States Geological Survey is 55 miles south of the Hammond Ranch. So even if Uranium One was interested in developing those areas identified by the United States Geological Survey for uranium, they would not be touching the Hammond Ranch. It is 55 miles away. That is a very long distance. So, to summarize, the basic geography of the situation proves that this conspiracy is bullshit. The mine that is being developed by Uranium One is 100 miles southeast of the Hammond Ranch. So there's absolutely no nexus between the Hammonds and Uranium One, at least in that respect. The possible uranium deposits, which by the way they have not applied for permits to mine in that area near Roaring Springs Canyon, is 55 miles south of the Hammond Ranch. There's no reason for them to mess with the Hammonds in order to get to that uranium either. And there's no indication that there is uranium in the Hammond Ranch itself. And by the way, as many people have said, the reason why Lavoy Finicum and other people went to the Mali refuge with guns to fight against the Bureau of Land Management was because they believed this insane theory, which can be easily disproven by looking at a map, that the Hammonds were being incarcerated in order to get their land, in order to extract uranium from that land. And as we speak today, a man is dead because of this conspiracy theory. If I believe that if Roy Finnegan had known that the people who were pushing this theory were wrong, he would have never gone there. He wouldn't be dead right now. This is the danger of misinformation.